Hey teacher friends, I am excited to show you how to embed your digital notebook into a Schoology page. And so I want to start by just letting you know that I have found these reference sheets super helpful for me and my students over the course of the last year. We got a brand new curriculum and I was struggling to find ways to help students be able to have resources that can be helpful for when they are at school, working independently, or when they're at home. And a lot of times students would lose notes or wouldn't take them home with them, and having this digital notebook posted on my Schoology page, the first thing that would pop up when they opened up their course was really helpful, and kids really said that it provided them with the resources they needed in order to continue working on the assignment rather than get stuck. And so I hope that this digital notebook is as useful for you as it was for me and my students. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go over here to add materials, and we're going to add a page. And I'm going to call this page 6th grade math digital reference sheet notebook. Obviously you can call it whatever you'd like, but we're going to go with that for now. And then we have lots of options here. We're going to go ahead and insert content, and we're going to go from our Google Drive resource. At this point, you really want to know where you've saved that in your Google Drive. You are likely either populating things you've embedded before, but most likely your 6th grade digital notebook is not there. So you're going to go to Add Resources, Add Files from Google Drive, and then you can either find the folder that you've saved it in, or you can search for it. So if I type in 6th grade digital math notebook, it pops up, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it and then hit select, and that should put this on your screen for you now. Mine is obviously already there, so I'm going to go ahead and click it, and that gives me this new option here which says import. So we're going to go ahead and import embed. So what embed allows you to do is to have the notebook pop up right away when kids click on your Schoology course, rather than them having to follow a link to open it and then put it in present mode by themselves. Like, it just skips all of that and makes it super easy for students to access. So you can see that we've got something going on here on the screen, even though it's not letting us preview it. Right now it's fairly small. We want this notebook to be taking up the majority of the screen so that when kids open it up, it's not super small. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and then I'm going to drag it from the corner just out and kind of make it as big as possible. And you can see that the scroll bar is kind of sliding and getting smaller. That's how I know my notebook is getting bigger. I have an extra space up here, so I'm going to go ahead and eliminate that as well. And now it looks like it takes up a good portion of the screen. And so the last thing I want to go do is go down here to options, and this is a personal preference. You can either display it on a new page, which means it won't actually show up on your, I don't know what you call it, your home screen of Schoology. I want it to be on my home screen, so I'm going to actually just hit display inline, and then I'm going to hit create. And then I believe it populates it at the bottom, so I've got to go grab it. There it is. Alright, that looks pretty good, but as you can see, I've got some extra black space on the left and right. So this is where you'll need to play with it a little bit. If you think that looks fine, then you can leave it. Depending on how far you drag yours, you might have a lot of black space or you might not have any. So I'm going to go in and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go back in and hit edit. Because I want to get rid of the black space, I'm going to go ahead and click on this again and drag it out just a little bit more. Actually, I like how tall it is, so I want to drag it widthwise out a little bit and see if that does it. That didn't seem to change anything, so we'll do it one more time. Let me drag it from the corner. Again, like I said, sometimes it just takes playing with it a little bit. I don't know if it matters which corner you drag it from. And then hit save changes. Okay, this to me looks better. I don't have the black edge on the right hand side. The black edge on the left hand side is just that composition notebook look. So this looks like the size I want it to be. And there it is, embedded on the home screen of my Schoology page. If I click on it, I can double check that it's working. So if kids need help with fractions, There's their fractions reference sheet. They can go to the next page. They can go back to the cover, stats and data, next page, go back to the cover. So again, I like to have it be the first thing they see. I think it's nice and easy. It emphasizes how important using your resources are for students. So just something to keep in mind as you embed it. But I hope that this resource is useful for you.